Good evening, everyone. Am I audible to you? Can someone type yes, no? Yes. Thank you, Bhaskar. Once again, welcome to the session. Now, in this session, we'll discuss puzzles, important models in puzzles for IBPS RRB, Officer Scale 1, and Office Assistants, and for prelims exams. It is not for mains exams, it is for prelims exams. Puzzles for prelims of IBPSRRRBPO and Office Assistant. And also we are going to discuss other areas which may come in RRBPO as well as RRB Clerk. But our main focus will be on puzzles. After puzzles, just we'll see the breakup of other areas and what time has to be spent and what should be your order of preparation, that we'll discuss. So main points of this session is how to solve the puzzles, most expected models 21 sets, and all 21 sets we are not going to discuss here. We'll see how many are possible to discuss, and the remaining models I will tell you what kind of models are expected. I will give you with I will show you the screens so that you can take a screenshots of that. And also we'll discuss the other topics like coding, decoding, blood relation, direction sense, and miscellaneous kind of questions. What kind of questions they will give you, and what are those topics that we'll discuss, and how many marks for how many marks they are giving in the recent years, that also we can see. Okay. uh, so without wasting much time, we'll jump into our session directly now. First, see the topic wise breakup. For RRB officer scale 1 as well as for RRB office assistant, you will be given 40 questions in prelims, and there is no section wise time limit. No section wise time limit. And we are talking about reasoning section. We are talking about reasoning section. From reasoning, you will be given 40 questions in prelims exam, and we don't have section wise time limit, but overall time limit for reasoning and numerical ability or quantitative aptitude is 45 minutes of time. 45 minutes. So you may spend 20 to 25 minutes for reasoning, 20 if it is 20 minutes for reasoning, 25 minutes for quant. If 25 minutes for reasoning, 20 minutes for quant. That depends on you in which area you're much stronger. Depending on that, you can choose your time. And when it comes to puzzles, In PO prelims, minimum 20 questions and maximum 27 questions are expected. As you know, prelims will be conducted in multiple slots. In some slots, you may be given 20 questions. In some slots, you may be given 27 questions also. This is the breakup that we have observed till 2021. Even in clerical prelims, minimum 17 questions and maximum 23 questions are expected from the area of puzzles. And in puzzles, what are the areas that we have? That we'll discuss now. And the important thing is we don't have section wise time limit. That is a major advantage to us. These are the areas that we come across in puzzles and also in exams: linear arrangement, circular arrangement, box arrangements, floor arrangements, distributions, comparisons, known for ordering and sequencing questions, and quant based reasoning questions. Very rarely this quant based reasoning will be given in prelims. Generally this is of mains. Very rarely they will give you in prelims, or else yes, we have a sectional cutoff, Vaibhav. In prelims we have section wise cutoff, as well as in mains also we have section wise cutoff. We don't have section wise time limit, but we have section wise cutoff. For easy questions from the area of puzzles, for easy questions you can spend 2 to 3 minutes time, moderate 4 to 5 minutes time, difficult 10 to 12 minutes time. But in RRB PO prelims or PO mains, they won't give difficult sets. They'll give you in prelims easy sets. In mains they'll give you moderate level of difficulty sets. Okay, they won't give much level of difficulty. You don't need to worry about that. They'll give you standard models. No experimental models will be given in RRB PO prelims or RRB PO mains or RRB clerical prelims or RRB clerical mains. No experimental questions. They'll give you standard models: linear, circular, box, floor, distributions. Distributions is nothing but scheduling based puzzles. Months and dates, days based puzzles. So scheduling based puzzles will be given. And comparisons questions. Quant based reasoning questions, very rarely they'll give you in prelims. Generally we come across in mains. Okay, so while practicing the puzzles, we have, there are some do's and there are some don'ts. So let us first discuss about the do's. You have to be thorough with all the technical terms. You have to be thorough with all these technical terms: north, south, left, immediate left, right, immediate right, between, exactly between, n places away, center, away from the center, number of persons to the left of A is same as number of persons to the right of B. All these technical terms you have to know before appearing for the exam. It means, let us say there are 5 people, 1 2 3 4 5 people, and there are 5 positions, 1 2 3 4 5. All of them are facing towards north. All of them are facing towards north. And you know, for people who are facing towards north, for them this hand is the left hand side and this hand side will be the right hand side. If the people are facing south, for them it is the left hand side and this is the right hand side. This you should not think in the exam. Before going to the exam, you must know about this. In the exam, if you start thinking which side is the left hand side, which side is the right hand side, we don't have that much time in the prelims exam here. Prelims is meant for time management, so we will be not having that much time to think. So you have to know before going to the exam all these technical terms. Let me give you clarity. Let me give another technical term. Let's say A is to the immediate left of B. It is okay. It is mentioned A is to the left of B. Who is at the end? Who is at the end? This kind of statement is given. So when this kind of statement is given, you should not think much. You have to know when it is mentioned left, how to respond, and when it is mentioned technical term or connective term who, how to respond, and you have to know that what is the end. If you know only, you can place them quickly and you can complete it in less time. Otherwise, it is very difficult to clear the section-wise cutoff, and if it is very difficult to clear overall cutoff. Though you may clear the sectional wise cutoff by spending 20 minutes time, you may not clear overall cutoff. In RRB PO prelims and RRB clerical prelims, the cutoffs are very high. It will be all around more than 50, 55. So to clear the overall cutoff, you have to be thorough with, and you have to attempt the puzzles. Without attempting the puzzles, you cannot clear your overall cutoff. Now tell me, when it is mentioned A is to the left of B, who is at the end? Could you please tell me what are the positions of A and B? Can you type? Can someone type? What is the position of A and what is the position of B? No one? It is an interactive session, two-way communication. Kavya, okay. Okay. So when we come across this, how to respond? It is very simple. When it is given A is to the left of B, who is at the end? Who means it refers second person as a subject. Second person as a subject. And A is to the left of B, who is at the end? End means we will be having two ends, left end as well as right end. Two extremes, left extreme as well as right extremes. Together we call it as a ends. Okay. And when it is mentioned A is to the left of B, who is at the end? B has to be at the end. And someone is to the left of B means B cannot be at the left end. So B has to be at the right end. So by placing A in any one of these positions, we can say that A is to the left of B. So your thinking has to be like this. You should know the technical terms. And when it is mentioned that A is to the immediate left of B instead of left, so you have to know that it has to be in adjacent position. It has to be in adjacent position. If it is given second to the left, it has to be two places away. There should be one gap. All these technical terms you must know before going to the exam. Otherwise, it will be very difficult to you to crack the prelims. Okay. And also you must know the technical terms, connective terms. What are those connective terms? Does not, neither nor, either or, only, and, who, both. And, who, both, these are very important. These are connective terms. And refers first person as a subject in a statement. Who refers second person as a subject in the statement. Second person as a subject. Both we know. And does not. In the negative statement, if you want to refer the single person, they will use does not. If they want to refer two persons in the negative form, they will use neither or nor. Similarly, positive statements either or. And also important technical term is only. Let's say there are five persons who are comparing their heights. There are five persons who are comparing their heights. Here is the first tallest person, second tallest, third tallest, fourth tallest, fifth tallest. My order will be like this: first tallest to fifth tallest. I'm arranging them in the descending order of their heights. Now, the given clue is only one person is taller than B. Only one person is taller than B. So where should I place the B? Where should I place the B? Can you please tell me? Yes, Preeti, your answer is correct. Bhaskar, your answer is wrong. Please verify it again. Yes, Bhaskar, now it is correct. So here the important is the technical term only. So this term is very important for us. So when only one person is taller than B, before B there has to be only one person, because our order is descending order. So B has to be in second position. So these technical terms we must know. These technical terms we must know. Okay. And one more important. Let me explain you. There are 6 persons who are sitting in a row. There are 6 persons who are sitting in a row facing towards north. And it is mentioned either A or B sits at the end. Either A or B sits at the end. Now tell me, could you please tell me what are the possibilities that are possible for A and B? And all of them are facing towards north. All of them are facing towards north. Either A or B sits at the end. It is given there are 6 persons who are facing towards north. And the statement is either A or B sits at the end. What do you mean by either? Either A or B sits at the end. No, Sai Madhav, it's not correct. No, Bhaskar. Again, remember that when it is mentioned end, it could be left end or it could be right end. That is very important point. Don't consider the last person is the end. Ends means it could be left end, it could be a right end. I'll tell you, generally we treat when it is mentioned either A or B sits at the end, you will think only one of them has to be at the left end. Is it correct? Only one of them has to be at the end. Is it correct? No. It's not that one of them has to be at the end. It is at least one of them has to be at the end. Either A or B means at least one of them. At least one of them. I mean, A can be here, even B can also be here. It is possible. There is nothing wrong in that. It is not violating that. Okay. Or only A can be here, or only A can be here, or only B can be here, or only B can be here, or both A and B can be here. This is what the meaning of either A or B at the end. For example, if it is mentioned either A or B at the left end, either A or B at the left end. Now, is it only one of them or both? Now it is only one of them. Only one of them has to be at the end, because left hand position we have only one. Either A has to be placed or B has to be placed. Only one of these two has to be placed. In this case, we cannot take both. And here we can take both. It is only A, only B, or both. In this case, it is possible. So according to the situation, it will change. According to the situation, it will be it will change. Okay. So please be careful with the technical terms. You must know all the technical terms and you must know all the keywords before going to the exam. Then only will get the success. otherwise it is not. Now, what is the ideal approach to solve each kind of puzzle? You must know, because there are different number of puzzles are possible. There is no predefined structure for solving any of these. They may give any kind of puzzle, they may give any kind of clues. So you have to practice as many puzzles as possible to get a one approach. Okay, and every model will be having some basic structure. You must know that basic structure. When we'll come to know this basic structure means you should solve at least that kind of puzzle once. Then you will know the basic structure. And one more important thing when it comes to the puzzles, not only for IBPS RRB, it is true for IBPSPO, SBAPO, and every bank exam and every insurance exam. This is true, and this feedback is exactly given by our time students who have appeared for bank exams and who have succeeded in that way. And this is a very crucial, very important achievement by our research team, time research team. And they found that clues they are giving in the order. Very rarely clues to solve a puzzles are given in a jumble order. Otherwise 99% cases, 99% cases clues will be given in the order. You no need to pick up any clues randomly. You no need to read the entire information at a time. You don't need to read entire information. You may start from the directly first line. Directly you can start from the first line and you start solving the puzzle. While going through the clues, you may come across the possibilities. Don't worry about that and don't bother about that. No need to pick up any clues randomly. You can directly start from the clue number 1 and then you can go for the clue number 2, clue number 3. When we reach the last clue, you will get your final arrangement. But while going through one after the other clues, you may come across more number of possibilities. When you come across more possibilities, like 2 to 3 possibilities is okay, you can draw. But if you are getting more number of cases, don't draw all the possible cases and don't waste your valuable time. Try to find the link statements. Try to find the link statements. And first of all, the important thing is the clues they are giving in the order. Okay. And though they give you the clues in the order, sometimes it may lead to 2 to 3 possibilities. 2 to 3 possibilities, okay, it is easy to draw. But if it is leading more number of cases, don't draw that many cases. Just try to find the link statements. And if you are not able to use a clue at that time, keep it aside in a short form. Keep it aside in a short form like this. For example, the statement is given: A is 3 places away from B. 3 places away to the left of B. Let's say 3 places away to the left of B. A is 3 places away to the left of B. But this clue is not important or we cannot place at that time. So simply write like this in a short form and keep it aside. A is 3 places away to the left of B. As you know, 3 places away means there should be how many gaps? 2 gaps. So those 2 gaps are taken here and B will be here and A will be here. Your adjustment will be like this, or you may be writing like this. Keep it aside. That's it. So once you are going through that clue means you no need to repeat that clue again. No need to go back. Okay. Keep it aside and move forward and use when it is required. So whenever it is required or whenever we come across the link statement related to A and B, then we utilize that. Then we will use that. Okay. And you need to work on all the possibilities simultaneously. Sometimes most of them will think that whatever the possibility that they are doing, that is correct. And they will start off doing that. And when they reach the last clue, they may get that arrangement as a wrong. Then again they have to start from that another arrangement, another possibility. It should not be like that. You have to work on both the possibilities simultaneously. And sometimes more than one possible arrangement can be possible for that particular puzzle. There could be more than one possible arrangement can be possible. Okay, so that's why we have to work on both the possibilities simultaneously, because we will be going through the clues at the time, at once. you can draw both the possibilities. Otherwise, again, you have to read all the clues. That is absolutely time waste. And you have to keep cancelling the possibilities as and when it violates the statement. You have to cancel the possibilities also when it is violating the given statements. When it is violating the given statement, then at that time you have to cancel the possibilities. If you miss that one, again you will be working on both the possibilities. It should not be like that. If it is violating the condition, cancel the possibilities. Okay. And habituate to draw all the possibilities. Keep on drawing all the possibilities simultaneously. Okay. And the next, you have to write them in a short form. I explained already. When it is given A is 3 places away to the left of B, write it in a short form like this. Okay. And it is given A is 4 places away from B. 4 places away from B. A is 4 places away from B in the linear arrangement. 4 places away is nothing but there should be 3 gaps. But it is not given whether A is to the left of B or A is to the right of B. So we have to consider both the cases. So A or B, 3 gaps, B or A. So write it in the short form and keep it aside if it is not required at that time. If it is required, draw the possibilities, place them in the arrangement. If it is not required, keep it aside. Okay. And if it is given A is exactly between B and C, A, B or C, C or B. A is exactly between B and C. It means number of gaps from this position to this position is same as number of gaps from this position to this position. If it is 1, it has to be 1 because the technical term is given exactly between. So you have to be you have to be thorough with this kind of technical terms, and you must know how to write it in a short form. Okay. So whatever we have seen so far, these are, these are do's. I'm assuming that you know all these technical terms. That's why I'm rushing a little bit fast because we have to spend more time on important models that we come across in puzzles. Each question in RRB PO prelims or RRB clerical prelims, if it is PO prelims, it takes maximum 3 minutes in the exam. If it is a clerical prelims, maximum 1.5 minute time, not more than that for puzzles. They'll give you that much easy. You can see while solving the questions, you can see what will be the level of difficulty of the questions. Exact questions which are appeared in the recent exams we have taken, memory based questions we have taken. Let's see. And before the question, I will tell you that whether it is a prelims level of difficulty or PO prelims or clerical prelims level of difficulty. You can understand that. And don't stick with one possibility. The same I explained earlier. You should not stick with one possibility, and don't stop practicing. You have to practice a lot. You have to practice a lot. You must be exposed to all kind of models and all technical terms and all keywords. And you must know the basic structure, what is the basic structure for solving the puzzles. It is very important, the basic structure. For example, it is given 7 persons A to G attended interview on 7 different days of the week starting from Monday through Sunday. If this kind of puzzles are given, you must, you have to know what will be the basic structure that we have to take it to complete it in less time. For this kind of questions, scheduling based, these days will follow a particular order because they're talking about a week. So it's starting from Monday to Sunday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. This should be your basic structure. You can freeze them as it is, Monday to Sunday, because it follows a particular structure. Then you can go through the clues and you can start placing them in the arrangement. That's it. It's simple. And it is given like 12 persons are sitting in 2 parallel rows. 6 persons are facing south, 6 persons are facing north. So you have to know the basic structure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is my basic structure. And If there are 8 persons sitting around a circular table, and when it is given even number of persons, we can place them in the opposite positions. So you must know the basic structures. When you know the basic structure, it will be very easy to solve. Okay, that we'll see when we are solving the puzzles. Okay, let's, without wasting the time, we'll see the important models topic by topic. First, we'll see the linear arrangement. In linear arrangement, three important sets are expected in RRB PO prelims and in RRB clerical prelims. Those three are, I'm writing here, simple linear arrangement. It could be 8 persons, 9 persons, 10 persons, or 11 persons. I have taken example with 11 persons, which is of PO prelims, but 8 or 9 persons will be given in clerical prelims. Simple linear arrangement. It is the one important model. And the second one is unknown number of persons in the arrangement. Unknown number of persons. Unknown number of persons in the arrangement. Number of persons, how many are there? They won't mention. In the simple linear, they will mention number of persons, but in this one, they won't mention number of persons. And the third one is two row arrangement, two parallel rows arrangement. Two parallel row arrangement. These three, one of these three will be given in prelims, whether it is RRB PO prelims or RRB clerical prelims. If it is RRB PO prelims, this will be slightly higher level of difficulty than clerical prelims. That's it. 10 or 11 persons, 8 or 9 persons. That's it. Here, two parallel row, 6 persons each or 7 persons each or 5 persons each they will give you in a row. So 6 or 7 may be given in PO prelims, 5 or 6 may be given in clerical prelims with lesser number of possibilities and small data, less data. They won't give much big data. Like this, they will give you 2 to 3 lines information. Okay, and to solve this question, it won't take more than 2 to 3 minutes time. Because you know before going to the exam all the technical terms and all the keywords, and you know the basic structure of the linear arrangement, and also you know that clues will be given in the order. No need to pick up any clues randomly, no need to read the entire information. This all you know before going to the exam. So when you know all this before going to the exam, solving will be very easy. I'll give you exactly 2 minutes time to complete this set. You may go ahead. Not more than 2 minutes time. I will see how many of you are ready to write the exam. And exactly whatever I have told at the beginning of the session, there are 21 expected models. If you go for any slot, in any slot, 99%, not 99.99%, definitely you will get a question from these 21 models only in puzzles. So please practice these puzzles, these kind of puzzles. The clues may be different, but technical terms will be same. You should not think anything in the examination hall. You must know all the technical terms before going to the exam. Keep that point in your mind. Prelims exam is meant for time management. You have to complete puzzles, this kind of puzzles, easy puzzles in 2 to 3 minutes, not more than that, including answering the questions. Below this set, 5 questions will be given. You have to answer all those 5 questions also in 2 to 3 minutes of time. 2 minutes completed. No one? One person posted the answer. Right, Preeti, your answer is correct. Very good. Anyone else? Okay. Don't worry. My dear students, tell me one point. Should I solve or should I explain? Tell me. Richa. Should I solve or should I explain? Solving means I will solve you how I will solve you in the exam. How I am going to solve in the exam. Explain means I will explain you in detail. So choose your choice between solve and explain. Okay. So all of them are asking me to solve. Let's solve. That's it. There are 11 persons A through K sitting in a straight line and all of them are facing north. It is given only E sits to the right of K. When it is given only E sits to the right of K, I can say definitely that I can freeze the arrangement. Until I can freeze the arrangement, I won't get the arrangement of 11%. I will keep on writing the possibilities. But here only E sits to the right of K means right of K there should be only one person. So E should be here and K should be here. Right of K has to be only one person. Either H or K should be at the end. K cannot be at the end, so H should be at the end. Already in one of the end we have E, so another end we will be having H. Next, the number of persons that sit between C and I is the same as the number of persons that sit between I and K, which means that I is exactly between C and K. And I can also confirm that C is to the left of K because K is second from the right end. When K is the second from the right end, C has to be to the left of K only. And I should be exactly between C and K. What do you mean by exactly between? Equidistance from both the positions. Number of gaps here and number of gaps here has to be same. So if I take I here, C will come here. This is one possibility. If I take I here, C will come here. If I take I here, C will come here. If I take I here, C will come here. So there are so many possibilities. There are so many possibilities, right? So don't go for that many possibilities. Just keep on adding the clues. B sits 4 places away. 4 places away is nothing but there should be how many gaps? 3 gaps. Either to the left or to the right. From whom? H. H is already in the arrangement. So 3 gaps. 1, 2, 3 gaps, and here should be whom? B. So B is also fixed. G sits adjacent to A. Who means I'm talking about A. A sits to the immediate left of K. So K is here, K immediate left is this side. So A is immediate left of K. And adjacent is nothing but neighbors. So G is adjacent to A. Already one of the neighbor to A is K. So another neighbor has to be G. So G will be here. So G, A, K, E are also fixed. Next, it is given only 3 persons sit between J and D. But we don't know where G and D has to be taken. But it is given who is nothing but D. D sits 2 places away from A. A is already in the arrangement. 2 places away is nothing but there should be only one gap. So A, right side one gap, already we have E. So we cannot take to the right side. It has to be to the left side. So we have taken one gap D and 3% between J and D. So D, 1, 2, 3 gaps, and here will be J. And it is mentioned earlier, I sits exactly between C and K. So this case is ruled out, this case is ruled out, this case is also ruled out because already we have placed D, G and A. So the only possible place is I is here and C is here. And the remaining person G will be here. That's it. This is how we have to solve the question. Though I'm here, I explained little bit, but no, I mean, if I don't explain this also, it will be completed in less than 2 minutes. But you have to know the technical terms. The way I kept the clue, this clue aside, you have to keep that like aside. Don't draw that many cases. 1, 2, 3, 4 cases. If you draw that like that, definitely you are wasting your time. Don't waste your time. Keep on adding the clues. Whenever it is required, we'll use that. And now we'll see what are the different kinds of question types they'll give you. How many persons sits to the left of F? 3 people. F is here, left of 3, 3 people. Answer choice is 2. Choice 2. Who sits third to the right of G? G is here, third right. So first right, second right, and third right. E, choice 3. Odd minute. 4 of the following 5 are alike. Save your time. Save your time in reading the question. 4 of the following 5. Odd minute. That's it. JB. J is second left of B. IG. I is second left of G. AE. A is second left of E because it is a seating arrangement and it is given the 2 persons. So we have to identify the link between those 2 persons. What is the link? First person is second left of second person. HJ. H is second left of J. FC. F is second right of C. So except fifth option, all follows the same logic. So choice 5 will be my answer. Okay. Now I'm moving to the next set. Again the same. 2 minutes time. Unknown number of persons arrangement. Unknown number of persons arrangement. And what are exact models we are discussing? These are the memory based questions which appeared in the recent RRB PO and RRB clerical exams. This one is clerical level question. Earlier one is PO level question, PO prelims, and this is clerical prelims question. So not more than 2 minutes time. And feel free to ask me if you have any doubts or if you are unable to understand any point. I'm ready to explain. Please type if you are unable to understand anything. If you have doubt in any technical terms, even you can post it. I will respond. Either I will respond now or I will respond at the end of the session. But keep on posting your doubts. Adjacent is nothing but neighbors. Immediate left and immediate right. Preeti. Immediate left and immediate right. The same adjacent, sometimes they may also mention neighbor. Neighbors. and be serious about your preparation. Write the exam like it is your last opportunity. You should be exposed to all different kind of puzzles. That is our main intention. And all those puzzles are given in this session. We'll see how many we can discuss later. I'll show you the screens. You can take a screenshot. Anyone? Priti, do we have any persons after E, right side? You missed to place or you didn't get? Bhaskar, your answer is correct. There will be total of 13 people in the arrangement. Okay, let's see here how to solve this kind of questions. And for this kind of questions, yes, Richa, your answer is correct. Sai Madhav, even your answer is also correct. For this kind of questions, there will not be any basic structure. You have to go through the clues. That's it. If you have to go through the clues, if the number of possibilities are increasing, you have to keep on extending the arrangement. That's it. By going through the clues, you have to keep on extending the arrangement. Since we don't have the number of persons in the arrangement, so you cannot take any basic structure. Okay, so we will be not having any basic structure for unknown number of persons. Okay, but it is a linear arrangement and all of them are facing north. E sits third right of G. Third right is nothing but how many gaps will be there? Two gaps will be there to the right side of whom? G. So let me take the G in the arrangement. Okay, G in the arrangement. G is taken. Next, right side of G will be this side. So two gaps. And who will be there? E will be there. And it is mentioned three persons between G and I who does not sit adjacent to E. So if I take here, I will become adjacent to E. So which is not possible. So it has to be to the left side. Right side is not possible. So three persons sit between G and I. And it is mentioned F sits adjacent to I and immediate right of J. If I take F here, F is going to be immediate right of I, but F has to be immediate right of J and F has to be adjacent to I. So F will be here and it is immediate right of J. So this is how we have to place. We have to know, how to place quickly. It comes through the practice. And it is mentioned H sits exactly between I and G. So H will be here. Number of gaps between I and H and G are same. The number of persons sitting between J and H is same as number of persons to the right of E. J and H gap 3, so right of E 3. The arrangement is completed. This one is the right end and this one is the left end. Since it is mentioned that J who sits at the end. So total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and this will be always one of your question. How many are there in a row? Is everyone clear with this arrangement? Anyone want me to repeat? Keep it up, Preeti. Still you're doing best. You're giving your best. Anyone want me to repeat? Come on, yaar, please type some yes or no. Anyone want me to repeat? Okay, let's answer the questions. How many persons are sitting in the row? Just now we discussed 13. So choice 2. If C sits exactly between F and E, if C sits exactly between F and E, so C has to be here. C has to be here because C has to be exactly between F and E. 3 gaps, 3 gaps. Then who sits the immediate right of C? Immediate right of C will be G. So choice 1 will be my answer. Choice 1. What is the position of I with respect to J? First right and second right. It means from J to I we need to check. J to I. J to I. The arrow should be pointing towards I. So second right. Choice 3. Our second arrangement is also completed. Now we'll move to the next set. This two row arrangement is not given here. Two row arrangement is not given here, but that is one of the important set. I'll give you the basic structure that later. Okay. Now move to the circular arrangement. Try to answer it. We have given 7% and this is the level of difficulty of RRB clerical prelims. This question is of RRB clerical. It is appeared in 2021 exam. Same data, everything is same. In one of the slots it is given in RRB office assistants, and below this set 5 questions are given. And below this set, what are the question types they given? Those are, I mean, little bit different. Puzzle is easy, but answering those question types taken some time. We have exactly those questions we'll discuss, but before that, solve the puzzle first. There are 7 persons sitting around a circular table facing the center with equal distance between adjacent persons. The following information is known about them. So take the 7 persons arrangement, and in the circular arrangement we can start from any position. Since there are no starting point and ending point, both are same. There are no ends. Starting point and ending point both are same. So by starting from any position, you will get the same arrangement. So you can start from any position and you can start from the first clue onwards. No need to pick up any clues randomly. If it is leading to the possibilities, just write the possibility. That is what I am doing every time, right? Maximum they will give you 2 possibilities or not more than that in prelims. I am for sure. Maximum 2. You have to work on those 2 possibilities simultaneously. Somewhere one of the possibility will be ruled out, or it may not be. Both the possibilities may be correct. If you got the arrangement, write them in a clockwise direction in the form of linear, starting from P. Okay. Correct, Kavya. Kavya, once check it. It's not exactly. Once check it. Kavya, your answer is correct. Preeti, you need to check once. Okay, let's solve the puzzle. We have given 7%, and the basic structure of 7% in the circular arrangement will be like this. And as you know, just now I told, in the circular arrangement, we can start from any position. By starting from any position, we'll get the same arrangement. And it is given P is immediate right of Q. So first I have to take the Q. So let me take the Q here. So immediate right side. This is immediate right. So P is immediate right of Q. Only one person sit between P and R. It is simply mentioned one person between P and R, but they didn't mention whether it is to the left side or it is to the right side. So we get two possibilities. One is to the left side, one is to the right side. So let me take both the possibilities without wasting much time. QP. One case I am taking R is immediate left of Q. In the another case I am taking R here. One person between P and R. And it is given S sits third to the right of R. So R is here. So first right, second right, third right. So S will be here. S sits third to the right of R. In this case, R is here. So first right, second right, third right. S will be here. We have to work on both the possibilities simultaneously. It is very, very important. T is an immediate neighbor of S. Immediate neighbor means it has to be a left side or it has to be right side. Immediate left or immediate right. So S is already here. And one of the neighbor is Q. So other neighbor should be T. So T will be here. S is here. One of the neighbor is P. So other neighbor has to be T. Okay. U sits second left of V. Second left means there should be exactly one gap between V and U. Now in this case, we have to take U and V in adjacent positions. There will not be one gap. So this case is ruled out. Now U is second left of V. So U will be here and V will be here. Such that first left, second left. U is second left of V. That's it. Quite simple, right? Is it difficult one? Is this difficult one? No, my dears, it is not difficult. It is very, very simple one. Very, very simple one. A clerical prelims level of difficulty. Okay, but puzzle is not difficult, but the questions given below these are a little bit different. Let me discuss the questions. New question types. If all the persons are made to sit as per English alphabetical order in anti-clockwise direction starting from P, then the position of how many will remain unchanged? What is the question asked? We have to arrange the persons in the alphabetical order in anti-clockwise direction. As you know, this will be clockwise direction and this is anti-clockwise direction. And now starting from P, we have to arrange them in alphabetical order. So how many will remain in the same position? So starting from P, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V. So how many remained excluding P? So R remained in the same position, T remained in the same position. Answer is 2, choice is also 2. So question types are different. Now another new question type. Complete the following series based on the given information. We got a final arrangement, right? So based on the final arrangement, we have to complete the series. Okay. So between Q and S, I'll tell you the logic directly. It is the exact logic which was given in the exam. Between Q and S, in the clockwise direction, there are zero gaps. Zero gaps. No one is there. And between S and V, in the clockwise direction, there is a one gap. Here zero gaps, one gap. And between V and P, V is here, P is here. in the clockwise direction, there are two gaps. There are two gaps. Look at how the sequence is moving. 0 gaps, 1 gap, 2 gaps. Now let me check it here. It has to be 3 between P and V in the clockwise. So P is here, or V is here in the clockwise. This way, 1 gap, 2 gaps, and 3 gaps. So next has to be 4 gaps from V in the clockwise direction. So V is here in the clockwise, 4 gaps. 1 gap, 2 gaps, 3 gaps, 4 gaps. Who is next? S. So my answer will be yes. It is in first option. So series type of questions based on the puzzle. I hope you got this. Anyone want me to explain this puzzle? Anyone want me to explain this again? No. Thank you. Let's move to the fourth set. And before moving to the fourth set, in linear arrangement, we discussed. I told 3 models that are expected in the exam. In circular arrangement, 2 models are expected. One is simple circle, and the second one is five are facing center out of 8. 5 are facing center, 3 away from the center. That numbers may vary, but they will mention you the number. They will mention you the number. Simple circle will be always given in clerical prelims, clerk prelims. Even don't expect this in the clerical prelims. Okay, but in PO prelims, they may give simple circle or they may give this model. And the one more is square arrangement they will give you. Square arrangement they will give you. So one of these 3 models will be given from the area of closed figures, circular arrangement. Simple circle, some facing center, some facing away from center. Even they will mention you number also to make it easy. And square arrangement. In square arrangement, they'll give you this kind of questions. The persons who are sitting at the corners away from the center are facing center. The persons who are sitting at the middle of the sides are facing center. Always this kind of question will be given, and this is important for clerical prelims as well as for PO prelims, this model. So these 3 models are expected. So far we have done with 6 models, but let me explain to this one. This is not there. This I will give you basic structure, but this question we'll discuss now. Right, again 2 minutes time, solve it. Some of you have joined a little bit late, but don't worry, this session will be available in YouTube channel or Time for Bank Exams YouTube channel. There you can watch. Kavya, check once your arrangement. It seems to be wrong. Okay. Yes, Sai Mother, your answer is correct. Good, Kavya, keep it up. We'll discuss, Preeti. Don't worry. Yes, Sai Mother, your answer is correct. Okay, let's discuss. There are 8 persons and are sitting in a square table in such a way that 4 persons sit at the corners of the table, remaining persons sit in the middle of the sides of the table, but not necessarily in the same order. So what will be my basic structure? There are 8 persons sitting around a square arrangement, and 4 of them are sitting at the corners, 4 of them are sitting at the middle of the sides of the table. And what is also mentioned, the persons sitting at the corners of the table faces away from the center. So corners are facing away from the center. Corners are facing away from the center. And the person sitting in the middle of the table faces the center. So center. These people are facing towards center. The following information is known about them. So let's solve it. Okay. We sit second to the right of you. Second right means there will be one gap that you know. And the right side of whom? You. Who will be there? We will be there. So we sit second right of you. But the important thing is whether you sits at the middle of the side or at the corner. That is not given, which means that initially it is leading to two possibilities. The two possibilities are, one case you should be at the corner and another case you should be at the middle of the side. So let me take both. First, I am taking you at the corner. Now, with respect to you, V is second right of you. So as U is away from the center, this side will be right side. And facing center, facing away from the center, left side, right side, that I am not going to discuss here because you know everything. And just we are answering the questions. So V will be here. V is second right of you. But we don't know you exactly at the corner. You can also be at middle of the side. So second right. So this side will be right side now. So V will be here. V is second right of you. I won't be picking up any clues randomly. I'll start from my first clue onwards. It is proven clues are giving in the order. 3 persons between V and W. So out of 8 persons, if it is mentioned 3 persons between V and W, it can be simply said, we can say that they are sitting in opposite positions. So W will be here. So W will be here in opposite positions. Okay. Next T sits second left of W. So W is here. Second left of W is T. On both the possibilities, we have to work simultaneously. So W is here, second left. So second left will be here. So T will be here. S sits adjacent to T, but not adjacent to W. S has to be adjacent to T, but not adjacent to W. So S cannot be here. S cannot be here. So S has to be adjacent to T. The only possibility is here, and the only possibility is here in this case. Next, Q sits second right of S. So S is here. So second right will be this side. So Q will be here. Q will be here. S is here, second right. So first right, second right. So Q will be here. Who? Who is nothing but we are talking about S. S sits opposite R. So S is here. S is opposite to R. S is here. S is opposite to R. X does not sit at any corner of the table. So only remaining person is X. So X will be here. Only remaining person X. X will be here. But it is mentioned X does not sit at any corner. So X sitting at the corner. This case will be ruled out. Now this is my final arrangement. It is clerical prelims level of difficulty. Even it is not PO prelims, clerical prelims. Direct clues, direct information. Anyone want me to repeat? Okay, let me explain you once again. First clue is given V second to the right of U, but we don't know the direction which U is facing. So U can be facing center or U can be facing away from the center. So if U is away from the center, U will sit at the corner. If U is facing center, he will sit at the middle of the side. For facing center, this side will be right side, this side will be left side. So V is second right of U, so V will be here. Facing away from the center, this side will be right side, this side will be left side. So second right will be here, V will be here. Three persons between V and W, 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. In both the sides, it will be W. So opposite side is W. T sits second left of W, so away from the center, this side will be left side. So T will be here. Facing center, this side will be left side. You have to be thorough with the directions. So T will be here. S is adjacent to T, but not adjacent to W. So S cannot be here. So S has to be here, because S has to be adjacent to T in one of these two positions. So S will be here. S cannot be here because S is not adjacent to W. 2 is second right of S. So facing center, this side will be right side. So Q is facing, Q will be here. And S is away from the center, this side will be right side. So Q will be here. And S is opposite R. So S will be opposite R. S is opposite R. Remaining X will be here, and in this case X will be here. But it is mentioned X does not sit at any corner. This case will be ruled out. This will be final arrangement. Still any doubt? Anyone want me to repeat? No. Okay. Let's move to the questions. What is the first question? 4 of the following 5. Already I told 4 of the following is odd bin out. SX, W, or Q. We have an arrangement of square arrangement. Some are facing away from the center, some are facing center. S center, X facing center, W facing away from the center, R facing towards center, Q facing towards center. So W will be odd bin out. All are facing center except W. So choice 3. Which of the following statements is definitely true? V is immediate left of S. V is immediate right of S. So not this one. R sits adjacent to T. T is here, R is here. So it is not. Adjacent means it has to be neighbors. W faces V. No. W and V are in opposite positions, but they are not facing each other. Facing each other means both should be facing center of the table. Both should be facing center of the table. U faces away from the center. Yes, U is facing away from the center. So fourth option, choice 4 is my answer. Okay, now move to the next set. Now these are comparisons questions, ordering and sequencing. Very important. 2 to 3 questions will be given in each slot. Try to answer it. Whenever comparisons question is given, the basic structure is either you have to arrange them in the ascending order of their marks or descending order of their marks. My suggestion is descending order. Yes, Kavya, your answer is correct. Good. You completed in less than 2 minutes. No. Kavya, it is wrong. Once check it. M should not be there. What happened, Madhav? Yes, Richa. No, Kavya. No, Madhav. I know where you people are committing the mistake. I know. Reading the statements in a proper way is very, very important, and even understanding them is very important. Let's see. There are 7 persons. So I am fixing the arrangement like this: highest to least, descending order. Only two, and please listen carefully. Only 2 persons scored more than n. So before n, there should be only 2 people. So n should be third highest. So n will be here. N scored more than k. So one of these 4 positions goes to k, but less marks than L. So n is less than L. So one of these 2 positions goes to L. Okay. And I scored 74 marks. I scored 74 marks and K scored 61 marks. So with the help of this clue, I can say that I scored more than K. So I will be here between these L and K, between L and K. L should be placed before I, and sorry, we cannot say that. We cannot say that. I should be placed before K. Even L has to be placed before K. That we can say. Next, O did not score the least marks but scored less than K. O did not score the least but scored less than K. It means K scored more than O. Next, the number of persons that scored less marks than N is not less than, it is 1 less than. It is important. Most of them are not reading this. Just they are reading as a less than, but it is 1 less than. Okay, so the number of persons scored less marks than N. Less marks than N are how many? 4. 4. Less than N, it means after N we have 4. This 4 is 1 less than. Who scored more marks than M? So more marks than M. This number is 1 less than this number. So it should be 5. So before M should be 5. So M will be here. Are you clear? Anyone want me to repeat? Anyone want me to repeat this? Right. Observe it. It is mentioned the number of persons that scored less marks than N. N is already in the arrangement, right? So after N, how many we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. After N is 4. This is the number of persons that scored less marks than N is 1 less than the number of persons that scored more than M. Less than N. After N, if it is X, before M, it has to be X plus 1. Or if before M is X, after N will be X minus 1. Because we are taking descending order. So these are less than, these are more marks. Who scored less marks and who scored more marks? As N is here, after N4, before M has to be 5, because this is 1 less than that number. So this is 5. So before M 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it clear now? Is it clear now? So don't read it as just less than. It is 1 less than. You have to be careful. Right. So N and M are fixed. No, O cannot be here. O cannot be here. But K should be one of these 2 positions and K should be before O. So the only possibility being K here, O here. And I did not score the highest marks, but L and I has to be before N. I did not score the highest, so I will be here. Remaining L will be here. Now out of 7, 6 are fixed. Remaining J will be the least. J scored the least marks. Are you clear with the arrangement? Are you clear with the arrangement? Anyone want me to repeat? Sneha, you want me to repeat? Arundhati, you want me to repeat? I can't ask name by name. Please respond. Anyone want me to repeat? Okay. Let's answer the questions given below this. And the questions given below these are also a little bit different questions. Let's see. Who scored the highest marks? Direct question. L. Choice 3. Don't write it, just take a screenshots, or this video will be available in YouTube after couple of hours or couple of days. Choice 3. What can be? Can be is nothing but possible. It need not to be exact number of marks. Possible marks scored by n. So n should be more than 61, less than 74. More than 61, less than 74. Which option is available? 69. Choice 1. Choice 1. Now this one is a new question type. Question number 13. L plus I is equal to 157. L plus I is equal to 157. And you know the I value is 74. So you have to find out L. How to find out? L is equal to 157 minus 74, which is 83. So L is 83 for only this question. And K plus O is 114. K plus O is equal to 114. And you know the value of K is 61. So 61 plus O is equal to 114. So O is equal to 114 minus 61, which is 53. Now what is the question asked? L plus O. Now O value is 53. So 83 plus 53, which is equal to 136. Choice 2. Choice 2 is our answer. Yes, Kavya, 136 is correct. This is a new question type. Now move to the next set. Very, very important set. In recent exams, it become very, very popular. This model. 10 people visited a city one after the other. The following information is known about them. I'll explain you this question. The basic structure for this kind of questions is one after the other, 10 people. The basic structure will be first person, second person, third person, fourth, fifth, sixth person to visit the city, seventh person, eighth person, ninth person, and 10th person. First person to visit the city, second to visit, third to visit, fourth to visit, and so on. It should be like this. It's nothing but a comparison model. Not exactly, but it is almost like comparison model. Okay, so the basic structure will be like this. Now let's answer the question. Only one person visited before P. So before P, only one person. So he must be the second person. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So only one person visited before P means he must be the second person. So P will be here. 2 person visited the city between P and A. And this one is PO prelims level of difficulty. PO prelims level of difficulty. 2 persons between P and A. P is here. So can I go before? No. So it has to be after 2 gaps and I will be here. The number of persons visited before I is same as it is not one less than or one more than, it is same as the number of persons who visited after Q. So before I is equal to after Q. Q is already in the arrangement. Before I are 4. So after Q has to be 4. So after Q4, so Q has to be 6th position. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. It is satisfying the condition. Very important clue. Q visited after J but before M. Q visited after J but before M. So in the arrangement, J should come before Q and Q should come before M. So M will be one of these 4 positions, J will be one of these 3 positions. It's quite simple. And what is mentioned? R visited after M. So J is before Q, Q is before M is before R, M is before R, because R visited after M, which is nothing but M is visited before R. N visited after R before O. Now N is visited after R and N is visited before O. Look at this. J is visited before Q, Q is visited before M is visited before R is visited before N is visited before O. How we combine the statements? Clear, right? Now, and we know one of these 4 positions will be M, but M or NO has to be taken. So the only possibility being M or NO will be like this, and still J will be one of these 3 positions. Next, what is given? J visited the city before K, but not immediately. J visited before K, but not immediately. So there should be a minimum 1 gap in the arrangement, because it is given but not immediately, negative sense. 2 persons visited between K and Q. 2 persons between K and Q. Q is already in the arrangement, so 2 people. 1, 2. K will be here. So J will be here now. J visited before K. One of the person is L, so remaining position is 4th position. So L will be here. That's it. This is my final arrangement. Someone has already completed. Yes, Richa, your answer is correct. Oh, Kavya, your answer is correct. Preeti, your answer is also correct. No, Preeti, your answer is wrong. Please verify it. One of the clue taken wrongly, Y and N. Yes. Very good. I'm happy for your response. And I'm happy for your correct answers, correct arrangements. Good. Keep it up. Now let's answer the given questions. How many persons visited the city between M and P? M is here, P is here. Between M and P, 4. Choice 1. And this one is PO prelims level of difficulty. If it is clerical prelims, only they will give you 7 or 8 persons. Who visited city immediately before I? Immediately before I, L. Choice 3. Now, it is another set in the comparisons. So far, we have seen simple comparison, and we have seen one after the other in the comparison model, and now it is simple comparison along with distribution, and extra parameters will be given. These are the 3 important models in comparisons. Let's discuss these 3 models. This one also. 5 persons A, B, C, D, E teaching 5 different subjects among Telugu, English, Science, Economics. Which question, Sai Madhav? Previous one, puzzle 6. You are asking for? Okay, just a moment. Completed? that is not question Sai mother, that is data. Take the data. Below the data, questions will be given. Right. Okay. Right. Let's answer this question. I'll explain you because we have less time. I'll explain you. Highest to least, as I told earlier, I'll take always in the descending order. Now here I'm going to fix the person and here I'm going to fix the subject. Only two persons have more experience than C. So before C, only two people. So C will be third highest. C will be here. Next, C teaches neither Hindi nor Telugu. So here it should not be Hindi. It should not be Telugu. Neither Hindi nor Telugu. The person who teaches economics has less experience than C and D. The person who teaches economics has less experience than C and D. So in the arrangement, C and D has to be before economics. C and D has to be before economics. Right? So economics has to be one of these two positions. Next, what is given? A has more experience than D. A has more experience than D, but less experience than the one who teaches science. Who teaches science? Okay, it is given the person who teaches economics has less experience than C and D, and A has more experience than D and less experience than the person who teaches science. Okay, now where can I take that? Where can I take that? Can I take the D here? Can someone? Can I take the D here? D has to be one of these four positions, right? So can I take the D here in the second position? Or tell me the position of D. Yes, Kavya, your answer is correct. Richa, your answer is correct. Okay, I'll explain directly. So D cannot be here because before D, minimum two. A has to be fixed. The one who teaches science has to be fixed. And after D, there has to be economics. So D only in this position, and A will be here, and here will be science. Science. And after D, economics. So economics will be here. So science completed, economics completed, Hindi, Telugu cannot be here. So remaining English. Remaining English. Now, the person who teaches English has less experience than E. So English has to be after E. So E will be here in the arrangement according to the descending order. So remaining B. So B will be here, least person. Next, Hindi, Telugu. E has less experience than he, but more experience than the one who teaches Telugu. So the one who teaches English, less experience than E, but more experience than the one who teaches Telugu. So English has to be before Telugu. So Telugu will be here. Remaining Hindi will be here. That's it. Okay, let me explain you again. It is given only two persons have more experience than C. So C will be here. Before C, two people. C teaches neither Hindi nor Telugu. H cannot be here, T cannot be here. The person who teaches economics has less experience than C and D. It means C and D has more experience than economics. A has more experience than D. A has more experience than D, but A has less experience than the one who teaches science. Now, according to this, I can say that D cannot be the highest. D cannot be the second highest even, because before D I have to place two persons, and after D minimum I have to place the one who teaches economics. So D cannot be the least. So the only remaining position D will be here. But before D, I have to place A and science. And before A, I have to place the science. So the only possibility being A here, and before A, science will be here. And after D, economics in the arrangement. And it is neither Hindi nor Telugu, so the remaining only English. And it is mentioned the one who teaches English has less experience than E, so E should be before English in the arrangement. And but refers to first person English, more experience than Telugu. So the one who teaches English has more experience than Telugu. So English is here. So English should be before Telugu. So Telugu will be here. So only remaining subject is Hindi. Hindi will be here. And English is less than E. E will be here. Remaining person B will be here. Simple. Anyone want me to repeat? Anyone want me to repeat? No. Thank you. Let's answer the questions given below this. Who has the highest number of years of experience? E. Choice 5. Which subject does A teach? Hindi. Choice 2. Now, let's see the floor arrangement question. In floor arrangement, we come across two question types in PO prelims and clerical prelims. One is simple floor arrangement. Another one is floors and flats arrangement. Floors and flats combination. Okay. You please take a screenshot of this and try it later, because we don't have much time. We have just 15 minutes more. So we'll also I have to show other screenshots, other screens also. So just take a screenshot and try it from your side. Can you try it, or anyone want me to explain? Can you try? Okay. Take the final arrangement and the choice. Another question. Now take the another one, distribution. In distribution model, you will come across days related model, scheduling based, months related, only months, months and dates model. These three models you will be given. Only these three models in prelims. Days, only days related, only months related, months and dates combination. Okay, this one is dates related. Please take a screenshot. I'll explain you this question. It takes less time. Four persons attended meeting between Q and V, but we don't know whether Q attended before V or V attended before Q. It could be anything. neither Q nor V attends meeting on Saturday. So it leads to two possibilities. One is Q here, 1, 2, 3, 4, V here. Another one is V here and Q here. Because there are 4 persons attending meeting between V and Q, neither Q nor V attends meeting on Saturday. If I take Monday, Q or V, I have to take Q or V on Saturday, but it is not possible. So that's why we have only this possibility, Tuesday and Sunday. Only 2 persons attended meeting before R. So before R, only 2 people. So it should be Monday, Tuesday, and R should be on Wednesday. S attends meeting after R. S attends meeting after R, but before V. But before V. So S is before V and R is before S. So V cannot be before R. So this case is ruled out. So only this case possible. But S and V can be anywhere, any of these 3 positions. These two can be in any of these 3 positions. And what is given? The number of persons that attended the meeting before S is the same as the number of persons that attended the meeting after S. Before S is same as after S. So S should be exactly middle. Out of the 7 days, exactly middle will be Thursday. So S will be here. And we have taken here. Next, P attends immediately after U. P attends immediately after U. After U, immediately it has to be P. So these two be on 2 consecutive days, U and P. Where you have 2 consecutive days vacant, Friday, Saturday. So U will be here, P will be here. So the only remaining person is T. So T attended interview on Monday. This is clerical prelims level of difficulty. Clerical prelims. Below this set, you will be given 5 questions. Okay. Please take a screenshot quickly. And take the questions screenshot. Question number 2. Question number 20, choice 2. I hope you are taking the screenshots. Question number 21, choice 2. Okay. Now go to the next set. Puzzle 10, months and dates related. There are 8 persons P, Q, R, S, T, U, V and W. Each person was born either on 14th or 25th of a month among March, June, August and September of the same year, but not necessarily in the same order. Only 2 persons were born in each month. In each month, only 2 people, one on 14th, one on 25th, on different months among March, June, August and September. Okay. We have 4 clues and here is a basic structure. This one is a basic structure for months and dates kind of questions. If you know the basic structure, solving the sets will be very easy. Just you should start placing the persons. Okay, you try it in the home. Take a screenshot. It leads to 2 possibilities while going through the clues, and finally you will get this arrangement. On which day was P born? Choice 1. Odd man out question. Choice 5. All were born on odd number date except Q. Q was born on even number date. Now the next question onwards, just you have to know the basic structure. That's it. We don't have clues also, just basic structure. box arrangement, simple box arrangement. It's similar to floor arrangement, but in the floor arrangement you are going to fix the floors. Here you are not going to fix anything, just boxes. 8 boxes arrangement, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 box arrangement. This is one of the important model that you may given in exam. Model number 11. I am also giving the basic structures. Please take the basic structures screenshot. Next one. Earlier we discussed the days related question, but I told it is clerical prelims level, and this one is PO prelims level. This one is PO prelims level. 5 seminars, each is of different duration. Extra variable is given. Were scheduled on different days from Tuesday to Saturday. So 3 variable total. Seminars, days, and duration. So we have to freeze the days, and we should find out duration and the person. Like this. It is the basic structure. So please take a screenshot of this. I hope you are following me. Please type yes or no. Are you able to follow me? I am giving exactly 21 puzzles. Out of these 21, you will get it in the exam. But practice this kind of questions from different sources. In our YouTube channel also, we have all these questions. All these puzzles were discussed with the examples. Months related set. Last year, each of 8 different cars were launched in 8 different months among Jan, April, so and so, February, April, May, June. So we have to freeze the months here. It is a basic structure for months related set. Now, very important model. Very important model. Designations based. Designations. 6 persons are working in MNC as junior developer, team leader, general manager, president, COO, CEO, but not necessarily in the same order. Always you will be given a note for this model. Positions have been given in increasing order of their experience. CEO is the most experienced person, and junior developer is the least experienced. So they are giving in the order: highest experience, next highest, next highest, next highest, next highest, and next highest, which is nothing but least, given in increasing order of their experience. The basic structure will be like this: least to highest or highest to least, your wish. Very important model. Designations based. You have to freeze the designations. You have to freeze the designations in the order, either least to highest or highest to least. It could be anything. Puzzle number 15, 2 parallel row arrangement. We discussed at the beginning. In the linear arrangement, you will be given 2 parallel row arrangement also. This will be basic structure for that. 12 persons are sitting in 12 seats arranged in 2 parallel rows containing 6 persons in each row. In row 1, so and so people. In row 2, so and so people. The distance between any 2 adjacent persons is the same, such that each person in one row faces exactly one person in the other row. So facing each other. So the facing each other structure will be like this. And 6 persons arrangement. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Next. 7 persons A, B, C, D, E, F, G visited different places among Bangalore, Hyderabad, Mumbai, Delhi, Noida, Chennai, and Kolkata, one after the other. One after the other. We discussed with the 10 persons, but here it is given extra variable. Sometimes they are also giving extra variable in PO prelims of RRB. So this model is important. What is the basic structure? Simply taking the, I'm sorry, it is not the basic structure. You should take 7 positions. You should take 7 positions, not this one, basic structure. Okay, it is one after the other model. Next, 8 persons are sitting in a row. Very rarely they will give you less than 1% chance. Some of them are facing north, remaining are facing south. In a single row, some are facing north, remaining are facing south. It is a model number 17. Very rarely they will give you. This can be expected. 8 persons, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. In RRB PO prelims, this model is expected. 3 persons face the center, remaining faces away from the center. Eight persons, 3 are facing center, but which 3 persons are facing center, with the persons in which positions are facing center, that we don't know. While going through the clues, you will get that. And it is mentioned no 2 persons are facing each other. It means person facing center cannot be like this. It should not be like this. They should not be like this, because it is given no 2 persons are facing each other. If one is facing center, other must be facing away from the center. It should be like that only. Now, model number 19. This is one of the important model. Floors and flats. 8 persons are there. Only 4-story building. Ground floor is considered the first floor. Like this, 1, 2, 3, 4 floors. Each floor consists of 2 flats numbered 1 and 2. 2 flats 1 and 2. So this is a basic structure for that. 4 floors and 2 flats. On any floor, flat 1 is to the west of flat 2. So here is a basic structure. So important model, floors and flats. 100% this model will be given in at least one of the slot. Next, QBR, quant based reasoning question. As I told at the beginning of the session, very rarely they will give you. Very rarely they will give you in RRBPO or RRB clerk. What you have to freeze means you have to freeze the values either in increasing order or in decreasing order. So like this, you have to freeze the values. Okay. Last one, floor distribution. Floors with some values. So we discussed already floor with the persons, but floor with the persons along with another variable also can be given. It could be a number of balloons, or it could be each from a different city. Even this model is important. It is given in 2021. This model. It is exactly given with 6 floors. Okay, so the basic structure will be like this. Okay, now let's move to the other important areas. Symbols and notations, inequality questions are very, very important, and shortcut methods for inequalities questions discussed in our YouTube channel. Please watch that. 3 to 5 questions are expected, and maximum time that you can spend is 1 or 2 minutes, not more than that. Coding and decoding, only one model will be given, only one model always, and even that model is available in our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel name is Time for Bank Exams app. Time for Bank Exams. Okay, only one model, standard model. 3 to 5 questions will be given, and you may spend maximum 2 to 3 minutes time, not more than that. Syllogisms, new model syllogisms and old model both were discussed and are available in our YouTube channel. Please watch. 3 to 5 questions, again not more than 2 to 3 minutes time. Miscellaneous questions. There is a 1 hour video regarding these miscellaneous questions. All different kinds of miscellaneous questions are available in our YouTube channel. Please watch that. And always standard pattern will be given in direction sense, and those questions are available in our YouTube channel. All these models are available in our YouTube channel, and these two models especially will be given in clerical prelims, not in PO prelims, only in clerical prelims. Sequence, set of numbers and words. Even basing on this also we have videos in our YouTube channel. Please watch those videos. Very easy questions. Always and always you will be given very easy sets in RRB PO prelims and in RRB clerical prelims. Don't spend much time. And to clear the topic section wise cutoff, first attempt the miscellaneous questions. These questions: symbol rotation, coding, deductions, miscellaneous, direction, bit relation. But to clear the overall cutoff, you have to attempt the puzzles. Okay, let's say 20 puzzles are given and 20 miscellaneous are given. For 20 puzzles, spend 12 minutes time, and for 20 miscellaneous questions, spend just 8 minutes time. And I can assure you definitely, by practicing or by watching our videos, you can score 40 out of 40 by spending 20 to 25 minutes time. If your speed is good, you can complete in just 20 minutes. If your speed is average, by in 25 minutes you can score 40 out of 40 without any doubt. If you want exactly how the paper will appear, even that videos are available in our YouTube channel, RRB Clerical Prelims, and the paper number is MT20422251. This video for clerical prelims, and MT20422201 for PO prelims. These two marks, sample marks, are available in our YouTube channel. Exactly how the exam pattern and exam level or difficulty of the sets. Okay, once practice it and watch those videos. Okay, that's it for today. If you have any queries, please post. And our YouTube channel is Time for Bank Exams, and this is my email ID. If you have any queries, feel free to post the queries. Venkatesh.k at time for education without spaces education.com. If you have any queries, feel free to ask me. And my telegram number is 9849001550. You can post your queries whenever I will get the time. Definitely I will respond for these queries. If you have any queries, please post. Any other queries? Whether you are a time student or non-time student, don't it's not bothered to me. If you have any doubts, you can post. And all the important models which are related to RRB, PO and clerk are readily available in our YouTube channel. Go and subscribe and watch. Okay, so I'm winding up my session. Thank you. Good night all. Yes, Telegram app 9849001550 is my number.